Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Birdsnest Designs. My name is Denise Cox. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Toronto, British Columbia, Canada. I am so excited to be here with you this Monday morning. Oh dear, I'm having a struggle with my light this morning. Bear with me for one sec. Can you see it's like radiating? Something's weird with it today. Anyway, good morning, Kathy. Welcome. I'm so sad that I missed you guys on Friday. I came down with a nasty flu on Thursday night, and I'm feeling better. Not quite 100% yet, but better, and able to do this video with you. So that's awesome. Okay, so say hello. Let me know you're here, where you're watching from. Today is my weekly Make It Monday video, and we have a fun sketch to share today. Let me just put that up on the screen. Almost. There we go. Good morning, Tina. Okay, so this is the sketch we're going to play with today. It's pretty basic, pretty simple, but we're going to jazz it up a wee bit and have fun with a brand new stamp set from the mini catalog. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'm having some issues with my ring light. So if it goes wonky, forgive me. We might have to actually just turn it off. I don't know what's going on with it. Hello, Jane and Iris. Welcome, welcome. I hope you all are doing well and your week is off to a fabulous start. We woke up to rain this morning. So it is the craziest weather ever. We had like minus 25 last week. I think it was last week. No, a bit ago. And then we had a ton of snow and now it's raining. Like, it's just ridiculous. Hello, Barb. So much going on. I don't know what's happening. But anyway, the weather's crazy. The day was wet and gloomy before I came down here into my craft room, and I have yet to open my curtains because I don't want to see all that crazy rain. So what's the weather like where you are? Is it winter in full force? Are you snowy, cold? Oh, Tina says it's snowing. I believe Tina's in Calgary. Yes. Oh, minus 52. No, that's lots. That's crazy. That's so crazy. My son is working up in northern Alberta. He lives in Saskatchewan. And yeah, it's been quite chilly where he is as well. Oh my goodness. You guys just made me have a chill. Okay, yeah. Freezing. Crazy. +4. Yee. So today it's plus, I don't know. It's in the single digit pluses today. So at least it's not freezing, but it's rainy and yuck. All right, so we're going to play with the Blueberry Bunches stamp set from the from the mini catalog. So from this guy here, okay? So we are going to play with Blueberry Bunches. I fell in love with the stamp set the second I saw it. I absolutely love it. I love the imagery, but I also love the sentiments and the beautiful font that they've used. And I really always like it when they take like this hello there and they combine two different fonts together. I don't know what it is about that, but it always gets me. So we're going to play with that stamp set today. We're going to break out an older coloring technique. So usually now when I color, I use my stamping blends because I love them. But today we're going to break out the blender pens. So if you have those, this is going to be a good little refresher. Maybe you use them all the time. Leave me a comment. When you color, do you use your blender pens or do you use your Stampin' Blends alcohol markers? Or maybe you use something else. Leave me a comment and let me know. I love to color. It's one of my favorite things to do. Okay, before we get started on stamping, I do want to share with you a couple of things going on at the moment. So it is celebration, as hopefully you all know, until the end of February. You get to choose a free item out of here when you spend $60 or $120 Canadian. So that's before shipping and tax. I have a little special going on as well. So for anybody who orders, and I'm going to put up the host code here. Okay, so this is the host code for ordering with me. If your order is $60, then you earn a, let me see if I'm gonna have to move back here because look at my board. Isn't this fun? So I made this big board. I've got 100 squares all drawn out on it. And I have stamped and punched 100 little submarines, less the ones that are already on the board. So for every $60 you spend on your order, so if your order is 120, you get 2 squares on the board. You pick a number that's not already taken, and you get to choose a submarine, or I'll pick one for you. We put your name on the back, and when the board is full, or at the end of celebration, whichever comes first, I'm going to draw a number, and that lucky winner gets to choose a stamp set or bundle of their choice as their prize. So it's a really great little promotion. People are having tons of fun with it already. Oh, thanks, Jane. Jane says she loves my haircut. Thank you. So everyone's having tons of fun with it, picking their color, picking their numbers. It's super exciting. So if you want to partake, just put your order in like this with that host code, and I will contact you and let you know what numbers are still available. Okay, so celebration is fabulous. And a couple weeks ago, I think it's a couple weeks, not last week, the week before, Michelle and I did Celebration Week, and that was a blast. We had so much fun, and lots of you guys did as well. So today we are going to, as I mentioned, we are going to play with blueberry bunches. I don't have any classes open at the moment, but more are coming very soon. So you can always go to my website, createwithbirdsnest.ca, and you can check out all the offerings I have going on. I'm in the design mode, and of course, having the flu set me behind a little. So Creatively Hatched will come up really soon. You'll be able to see all that information. Okay, let's flip the camera and do some stamping. So remember, we are using this sketch today to create a card using the Blueberry Bunches stamp set. Okay. Now, I do want to point out... Thanks, Kathy. Kathy says, your classes are awesome. Thank you so much, Kathy. I'm so glad you enjoy them. They're so much fun to put together. Okay, so Blueberry Bunches. This one is super fun, beautiful stamp set that I absolutely love. But I want to point out before we get started, this beautiful surface I'm stamping on, which is the Stampin' Up glass mat. Now, if you don't know what the glass mat is, or you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to take a minute just to show you. So this beautiful mat is, I think it's about, I would say close to 18 inches long, and it's 13 inches tall. It's beautiful surface. It is glass. You can hear me banging on it. The grid is under the glass, so it's not going to wear off. And it is like the perfect tool I never knew I needed. So this tool comes with a silicone mat, which is right here. Okay, this goes on here, and then it's like stuck there. You can put your ink pads in here. You can put ink refills in here for your watercoloring. You can use this for all kinds of things. I absolutely love it. It also has a chamois, which I couldn't find before I came live, which is kind of concerning, but I will find it again. Anyway, this glass mat was available to current demonstrators before Celebration launched as an option to purchase. And then now it is available to anybody who wants to join Stampin' Up and become a new demonstrator. All the information is at the back of the Celebration brochure. So when you join during January and February during Celebration, it is the best time because you can choose to get two different options. First option, which is the one I would choose, would be to get $165 worth of products. So that's anything Stampin' Up sells, $165 worth. Plus you get to add on the glass mat suite for free. So I paid $82 for this beautiful tool, and you get to add it on for free. And then you only pay $135. No shipping, no GST. And you get to join my Birdsnest Stampers team and become a Stampin' Up demonstrator with all the perks that come with that. So the other option is if you don't want the glass mat, then you can choose an extra $41. I do believe it's $41. Oh, goodness. Yes, $41 in free product. So instead of $165, you're going to get to pick $206 worth of product, still only paying the $135. So that is a really, really good offer. And I'll be talking about more as Celebration goes on. But this mat is fabulous. And like I said, it's the one tool I didn't know I needed, and now I can't live without. Okay, so I'm just flipping this piece of vellum over to kind of hide that ring from my crazy light that's acting up. All right, let's stamp. So Blueberry Bunches is the stamp set we're using. We're going to use our blender pens. And with that, we're going to need the StazOn ink. I've got Azure Afternoon and Lemon Lime Twist. And then we're going to use some of this fun lemon lime twist ribbon from the Zoo Crew suite. Love that one in the annual catalog. And then I've got my pieces all prepped. So I've got a Zero Afternoon card base. We've got a piece of lemon lime twist, some white, some shapes cut from the Nested Essentials. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Oh no. If anybody can correct me, go ahead. I'm pretty sure these are the Nested Essentials dies. I've got 2 different shapes cut out that are going to layer together like this. And then I'm using a piece of the designer series paper from the 6x6 Brights collection. So I love polka dots, if you guys don't already know that. So we're going to use these fun little polka dots. Alrighty, let's stamp. So we are going to, now this stamp is cling mount, and I forgot to bring my StazOn cleaner in. So that's okay. We're just going to clean it the best we can right away, and then I'll deal with that later. So first things first, we are going to do our stamping and coloring, and then we'll do some assembling. So I'm going to take all these pieces and just set them over here. And I've got this little square of basic white that measures, pretty sure it's 2 3/4 by 4, but I'll go ahead and measure it just so you can make sure in case you want to recreate this. 2 3/4 by 4, correct. Okay, so using my blueberry bunches stamped image, so this is the smaller of the 2 images, I'm going to ink that up with StazOn ink. Now I did just re-ink this right before my video here so that I could make sure it was nice and juicy. So we're going to stamp this one kind of coming in off the corner top here. Okay, stamp beautifully. And then we're going to take this one, ink it up again, and I'm going to put another one down here in the corner. This one not going off the page quite so much. Okay, then I don't, like I mentioned, don't have my chamois, but that's okay. Do you see the beauty of this glass mat? I've stamped right on it, but now we're just going to wipe it off. Oop, camera shaking because I am applying a bit of pressure because it is StazOn. If I let it dry, it would be a little more challenging to get off. So there, one more advantage to the glass mat, easily cleaned up and super easy. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this 2 Nested Essentials dies. And we are going to stamp on this one, So Happy for You. So this is one of the stamp sets in the blueberry bunches. And we are going to go ahead and stamp this right on the smaller of the 2. There we go. Oh my goodness, stamped perfectly, love it. The glass mat, I'm telling you guys, everybody needs it. It is so awesome. Okay. Oh, somebody's telling me they can't wait to order that mat. I'm sorry, if you're watching over on Facebook in my group, it doesn't always show me your name. So it just says Facebook user. But yes, the glass mat, they said will be available for current demonstrators to order. Again, if there's excess inventory after celebration. They haven't actually said whether or not it'll be available to customers. So there's that. So if you really want it and you're not a demonstrator, the best thing to do is to sign up before the end of February and get your glass mat added on for free to your starter kit. Okay, so what I did there, I don't have my StazOn cleaner. I forgot it in my other room. So I just quickly used some Stampin' Mist and my fiber cloth and just cleaned it off so the majority of it's off and I can clean them up later. All right, so now we're going to set those 2 aside. Let's do some coloring with our blender pens. Okay. Now, when you order the blender pens from the annual catalog, the item code is 102845. Oh, Tanya, hello. I don't know why it's not showing me your name. Usually it does. Yes, well, hopefully you'll be able to order the glass mat after celebration. So here are the 3 blender pens you get when you order these from the annual catalog. And they both, all 3, not both, they all 3 have dual ends. Okay, so lots of different options, lots of pens to use. So we're going to open up our Azure Afternoon. Actually, you know what? Give me 1 second. I'm going to do something else that we can do here. I was going to show you guys the old school way of blender penning using our ink pads to grab the ink from. But hello, we have the glass mat sitting here right in front of us. So here we go. I haven't used this yet for this, but here we go. It says we can, so we're going to do it. I've got my silicone mat now attached, just sitting here. Okay. And we're going to take a drop. What do we want to do first? Let's do our lemon lime twist. This is the ink refill. We're just going to put a dab here. Okay, now I don't know. My question too, I know you're all thinking it, is this going to stain my mat? I don't know. I guess we're going to see. Or not my mat, but my silicone here. White was an interesting choice if you ask me, but maybe it doesn't stain. I'll report back and let you know. Okay, so here's our blender pen. We're just going to roll that in a bit of the ink here. Okay. And then I'm going to come in and we're going to start coloring with this. Okay, and the beautiful thing about these blender pens is that you only need to buy one set. Not like the blends where you have to buy all the colors if you want all the colors. These ones, you can just change it out by whatever ink you're adding to them. So I don't want to actually color these leaves in solid. I just kind of want to get an outline and add a bit of color to the image itself. So I'm going to do this to all of the leaves. Here. Perfect. Okay. You know what? I don't think it's going to stain. I don't even think it's going to penetrate through the silicone. I think that's one of the beauties why it's silicone. Duh. Okay. Now, there we go. So there's our beautiful leaves. So leave me a comment if you are a fan of the blender pens or if this is brand new to you. Maybe you've never seen them before. I'll be honest, I haven't shown them much since the Stamping Blends came out because they are my go-to. However, having this little silicone mat right here with the ink refill is kind of a game changer. This is so much easier than dabbing it off the ink pad. Okay. Yes, this is wonderful. I was also thinking you could just put the dabs of ink right onto the glass itself, as long as you remember to keep your hand out of it, because you would be able to just wipe that right off as well. Okay, so there's our leaves. Now, this is done. We're done with the green, so I'm just going to take a scratch piece of paper here and just run the pen all the way over until the green no longer shows up. You can see how it's fading off there. So as soon as it's clear, you're done. Now it's going to be a bit stained, but it's fine. The next time you go to use a different color, none of the green's going to transfer because you've ran it all off. Now, if you don't do this, that's not going to be true. The green is still going to stay on there. So make sure that you run that off. Okay, now just to see what happens, I'm going to use my microfiber cloth here and just wipe that off. Oh my gosh, no staining. So if you added a little bit of water to that, that would come off no problem. This is awesome. I love this. I'm so glad we're trying it today. Okay, now we're going to take some Azure Afternoon. And we're going to put a couple dots of that in here as well. This would also be a great place to mix colors. You could do a couple different colors of ink refills and create your own colors. That would be fun. Okay, so here we're going to take the same pen. I didn't switch anything up. And we're going to start with the Azure Afternoon. This time I might color in a little bit more solid, especially these ends here. So see how beautifully that comes. Oh my goodness. Telling you, this is a game changer. All right, so color these ends. And I'm not being particularly fussy about having them solid or exactly perfect. It's part of the look I'm going for. We'll do the same down here. What do you guys think of this stamp set? Okay. Thank you for your thumbs up and your hearts. I so appreciate all of that. If you're watching over on YouTube and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And Facebook, click to follow me too, so you're notified each time that I go live. Or post something new. I post my classes. Typically, I post them on my Facebook channel too. Oh, Tina ordered this one almost first too. Tina's one of my Birdsnest Stampers team members. I'm so glad that you love this stamp set too, Tina. It's so beautiful. So what I want to show you now is we're going to let this ink. I'm not going to re-ink it. Hi, Sonia. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for sharing. That means the world to me. It helps other people find and come stamp with us too. So as you can see, I'm not re-inking this. This is intentional. I'm hoping, okay, that it's going to run out a bit more than it is. And the beauty of the blender pens is that you get different shades if you're not continually re-inking it. So as the ink wears off the nib that we've dipped it in, it's starting to get a bit lighter. Can you guys see that in the camera? I'm not sure how well it's going to share in the video, if it's going to come through or not. You can see now, definitely from my vantage point here, you can see that it is shading and becoming lighter. So without dipping it again, now I do want to add a bit more color. So here, if I color it like this, now you can see how that shading is happening because you can see how dark that was before. Forgot how much I enjoy using blender pens. Okay. So now it's getting a bit too light. Oh, maybe a little bit more there. So I am going to grab, but instead of going into the big drops of ink here, I'm just going to take some of these smaller ones and then come in and finish coloring these ones up. Just about done coloring. And then we're going to assemble this card using that sketch I shared with you guys for this week. Okay. Wow, that sure is pretty. What do you guys think? Do you like the look of that? Let me just hold it up a bit closer to the camera and you can see the shading in the blueberries. Again, remember, I didn't want to fill the green. I just wanted to leave it outlined with the lemon lime twist. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of that. Okay, so this is all the blue is off. So then I can put my blender pens away for next time. And then I don't really want to dab that blue ink off right away with this. And I don't have any paper towels. So we're just going to set this aside for now. Actually, I'm just going to put it completely to the other side. Because with my luck today, I will put my hand right in it and then end up with blue ink all around. Hello, Crystal. Welcome. Thanks, Alexina. I'm glad that you like it. Okay. Now, let's assemble this card. So we're going to start by grabbing my Stampin' Seal. And we're going to layer this colored piece onto a lemon lime twist piece that is slightly bigger. So this one was 2 3/4 by 4. The green is 3 by 4 1/4. Okay, so that's going to be layered there. Then we're going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to put 2 of those on the back of our stamped Nested Essentials label. Okay. Hello, Laura. Welcome. And we're going to attach this right to the center of our other label like that. Okay. So we've got those 2 pieces. We're going to go ahead and we're going to fold our Azure Afternoon card base in half. It's just a standard base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I've gone ahead and I have folded that. We're going to attach our designer series paper, which is 2 inches by 5.5. And of course, we're going to use a polka dots because, as I shared with you earlier, I love polka dots. Polka dots and hearts, I think, are my favorite patterns. So this one is going to go down the center of the card. Okay. And then we will add this. I'm looking for, oh my goodness, I was looking for my stamping seal, which is right here. Do you guys do that? I was looking everywhere thinking, oh my gosh, where did I put it? And there it was sitting right in front of me. Okay, so we're going to attach that. Oh, you made a polar bear mini album. Yay! Did you love it? I hope you loved it. It was so fun to create. Okay, so the polar bear mini album is one of the projects I designed for a class that my friend Michelle Litwiller from Owl Store Stampers and I did together a few months back. And it was a fun envelope mini album. Okay, so we've attached that on there. Now we're going to take that ribbon that I told you we were going to use, and we're just going to cut a bit of that off. Ooh. Okay, clearly I need to get my snips cleaned. There appears to be adhesive all stuck to them. Okay, so here is this, and for that we're going to just cheat a little. I'm going to put a little bit of stamping steel there, and then we're just, what is happening? My screen has a mind of its own. Yikes. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to twist it back this way. And then come back again this way, sticking it all to that Stampin' Seal that's right there. I'm making a textured chicken one. I think that's supposed to say textured chic. Is that from the other Memories and More cards? I love them. I see them on the clearance rack and I keep thinking the same thing. Okay, so then once we have our ribbon down, we're going to take some more dimensionals and put them on the back of this bigger label. Oh. And we'll attach them on here over top of that ribbon. I love how that ribbon just pops and ties in this inner or outer color to the center of our card too. So that is that. We're not quite done, but I did forget I wanted to stamp on here. So let's use Azure Afternoon. And we'll grab our blueberries again. I don't like to leave the insides naked on my cards. I try not to. Sometimes I do, but I try not to. And we'll just stamp some of these beautiful blueberries in the corner. Now, if I had my chamois, that would be the perfect thing to just wipe this, but any cloth will do. The chamois is just extra nice. Here we go. Okay, there's that. Now we need some embellishment because we can't finish a card without adding a little bit of bling. So I think the brushed brass butterflies, holy, that is a tongue twister this morning. We're going to add some of those on. Okay, and I had to take a pick tool somewhere here. There we go. So let's go ahead. These are so beautiful. Have you guys seen these? They've been around for a while now. They are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, that wasn't supposed to fall. So we're going to add, I like to add things in threes when it comes to embellishments. So we'll take that and that. And there we have our finished card. So if I compare that to our sketch, there's our sketch. Now that I want to do screen by screen, it's not letting me. So there is our sketch. And here is the card that we've created today. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of today's card. Do you love it? Did you learn anything new? Maybe see a new stamp set you didn't really think you needed? Leave me a comment and let me know. All right. So thank you so much for being here for Make It Monday. Today is January 22nd, 2024. I am planning to be live Friday this week as well at 10 a.m. Pacific time for a fun fold card. And I have a really great one I was going to do with you last Friday before I got sick using the hot air balloons. So don't miss it. You're going to want to catch that one. It's a really great one. Oh, look at all the comments. I'm so glad you guys love this card. It's such a pretty stamp set. I just love it. Oh, Barb, yes, I know. The blender pens, I had kind of forgotten too, but I thought this is a perfect stamp to use them. So just a reminder before I say goodbye that this is my current host code for ordering here in Canada. And don't forget, oh, let me grab it again, that if you order $60, you get to pick a number and put your submarine and your name up on this empty square to be in the drawing for a stamp set or bundle of your choice. So super exciting. I love celebration. And I am loving all of the products we have with it. Oh, good, Jane. I'm so glad. She said she just bought the blueberries and can't wait to try it now. I love it. I love it. It's so much fun. Such a pretty stamp set. Okay, everybody. I've had so much fun stamping with you. I hope that you've enjoyed the video as well, and I hope to see you back here Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time for a Fancy Fold Friday video. Have a wonderful week. I hope your Monday is lovely, and I'll be back to stamp with you real soon. Cheers.